Alexander Zverev was born on April 20, 1997, in Hamburg, Germany, into a family deeply entrenched in the world of tennis. His father, Alexander Zverev Sr., was a former professional tennis player from Russia, and his mother, Irina Zvereva, was a former world-class tennis player who represented the Soviet Union. Growing up in such an environment, it seemed almost inevitable that Alexander would pursue a career in tennis. Zverev showed an early aptitude for sports, particularly tennis. By the time he was 4 years old, he began playing the game with his father, and at the age of 5, he was already participating in tennis tournaments. His talent was undeniable, and his family encouraged him to hone his skills at a young age. As a child prodigy, Zverev trained under the guidance of his parents, and his early exposure to high-level tennis players and coaches laid the foundation for his future success. As a teenager, Zverev moved to the prestigious IMG Academy in Florida to further his development. This move proved crucial in shaping his game, as the academy provided him with access to world-class facilities and coaching. He quickly rose through the ranks, and by 2013, at the age of 16, he was already competing on the ATP Challenger Tour, where he started to make his mark as a rising star in men's tennis. Breakthrough and early career. 2014-2017 Zverev's transition from the junior circuit to professional tennis was rapid. His first major breakthrough came in 2014 when he secured his first ATP ranking and began competing in his first ATP events. At just 17 years old, Zverev made his debut in a Grand Slam tournament at the 2015 US Open, where he faced world-renowned players. Though he did not advance far, the experience served as an important learning step in his career. The young German's potential quickly became apparent. By 2016, Zverev was winning ATP Challenger titles and beginning to gain more recognition on the ATP World Tour. He was particularly impressive during the 2016 clay court season, where he achieved strong results. His breakthrough year came in 2017 when he won his first ATP Tour title at the 2017 St. Petersburg Open, defeating veteran player Richard Gasquet in the final. This victory catapulted Zverev into the top 30 of the ATP rankings. Zverev's rise was also marked by his consistent performances at Grand Slam tournaments. He reached the fourth round of the 2017 Australian Open, followed by a quarter-final appearance at Wimbledon, showcasing his growing ability to compete against the world's best players. His aggressive baseline game, powerful serve, and strong mental resilience made him a tough opponent for even the top players on the ATP Tour. By the end of 2017, Zverev was ranked inside the ATP Top 10, and his breakthrough season marked the beginning of what many hoped would be an era of dominance for the German tennis star. Career peak. 2018-2021. Zverev's career reached new heights in 2018, as he began to establish himself as one of the premier players in men's tennis. He won his first ATP 1000 Masters title in 2017 at the Italian Open, defeating Novak Djokovic in the final, signaling his readiness to challenge for the biggest titles in tennis. Zverev's game was maturing rapidly, and his success on hard and clay courts made him a threat on all surfaces. The 2018 season was a breakout year for Zverev, as he secured another ATP Masters 1000 title in Madrid and reached the final of the 2018 US Open. His performance in the US Open final, where he faced the legendary Novak Djokovic, was remarkable, even though he ultimately lost in straight sets. Zverev's run to the final, however, proved that he was capable of competing with the game's best. Zverev's biggest career achievement came in 2018 when he won the prestigious ATP Finals in London. He defeated the great Roger Federer in the final, securing his first ever ATP Finals title. The victory was a defining moment in his career, as it solidified his status as one of the top players in the world. By the end of 2018, Zverev was ranked number 4 in the ATP rankings, establishing himself as a legitimate contender for major titles. In 2019, Zverev continued his strong performances, reaching the semi-finals of the Australian Open, where he was defeated by eventual champion Novak Djokovic. Zverev also made his mark at Wimbledon, reaching the quarterfinals. That year, he also earned his second ATP Masters 1000 title in Shanghai, defeating Daniil Medvedev in the final. His consistency across all surfaces continued to rise, and his all-around game earned him widespread recognition as a top-tier player. One of the defining characteristics of Zverev's game during his peak years was his ability to compete with the best, particularly in high-pressure matches. He earned victories over several top players, including Djokovic, Federer, and Rafael Nadal, and became known for his ability to handle the mental challenges of big matches. In 2020, Zverev reached his first Grand Slam final at the US Open, where he came agonizingly close to winning his first major title. In a thrilling 5-set final, Zverev held a 2-set lead over Dominic Thiem, but ultimately fell short in a dramatic comeback by Thiem. Despite the loss, Zverev's performance throughout the tournament was a testament to his growth as a player, and it was clear that the German was now a legitimate contender at the Grand Slam level. Main achievements and milestones. Zverev's career has been defined by his steady ascent into the top tier of men's tennis. Some of his main achievements include ATP Finals title, 2018. Zverev's most significant victory came in 2018 when he won the prestigious ATP Finals, defeating Roger Federer in the final. 2 ATP Masters 1000 titles. Zverev has claimed titles in Madrid, 2018, and Shanghai, 2019. Two of the most coveted events on the ATP Tour outside of the Grand Slams, US Open Final, 2020. His runner-up finish in 2020 was a career milestone, showcasing his potential to become a Grand Slam champion. Consistent top 10 ranking. Zverev has remained a fixture in the ATP Top 10 since 2017. Consistently challenging for titles across all surfaces. Olympic medal. In 2021, Zverev won the gold medal in singles at the Tokyo Olympics, defeating Karen Khachanov in the final. An achievement that was a crowning moment in his career. Zverev's playing style is characterized by his power, athleticism, and versatility. He boasts a huge serve, one of the best in the game, along with a forehand that can dictate points. His backhand, while not as powerful, is extremely consistent and reliable, particularly under pressure. Zverev's mental toughness has grown over the years, and he has developed into one of the most well-rounded players on the ATP Tour. Challenges and final years. 2022. Present as of 2022, Zverev's career faced new challenges, particularly with the emergence of younger players and the heightened competition in men's tennis. Injuries, particularly a torn ligament in his ankle suffered during the 2022 French Open semi-final, forced Zverev to miss significant parts of the season. Despite this setback, Zverev's determination to return to the top remained unwavering. After a long recovery, Zverev came back in 2023, showing glimpses of his former self. His return to form was gradual, but by 2024 Zverev remained a strong contender in the major tournaments. Despite not yet capturing a Grand Slam title, he continued to challenge the sport's top players and remained a fixture in the ATP Top 10 rankings. His persistence to return after injuries and consistently challenge for major titles further solidified his legacy. Whether on hard courts, clay, or grass, Zverev remained an opponent feared by all, and his ability to compete at the highest level was evident in each of his matches. Zverev's legacy, while still being written, continues to shape him as one of the most talented players of his generation. Legacy and impact on tennis. Alexander Zverev's legacy, while still unfolding, is already one of immense significance. As one of the most successful German tennis players of all time, his achievements have placed him in the conversation among the game's elite. Zverev's ability to compete with the best players of his era, his powerful playing style, and his mental resilience have made him a standout star in tennis. With multiple ATP titles, an Olympic gold medal, and a string of impressive Grand Slam performances, Zverev's place in tennis history is secure. As he continues his career, there is little doubt that he will remain a major contender for Grand Slam titles in the coming years. The combination of his fierce competitive spirit, his athleticism, and his work ethic makes Zverev a player to watch for the foreseeable future.